I'll be answering the second part of the discussion post. Based on the first half of the reading, I really thought that the second part of the reading would include Nikki and the woman, that they would develop a strong and mutual relationship. But it was surprising to me that they acted more like coworkers to me. Though to the end of and through to the end of the reading, their intimate relationship wasn't as developed as I was expecting. And it seems to me that Nikki was just forming a bond with her to survive. In the quote on page 191, he says the relationship between him and the woman was of importance. He intended some time to take a full measurement of revenge on them. So he is particularly focused more on the villagers than the woman. After all the positive things, helpful things that a woman has done to help Nikki, it seems like he would be more appreciative of it. But most of the time, he was spent being confused on why the woman was helping him in the first place. On page 229, there's no quote, but I remember the villagers presented the opportunity for Nikki to get out of the hole for a short time, but it would mean that Nikki and the woman would have to do it. The woman refuses to do it, but he harasses her anyway. So his actions tell me that he would do anything to satisfy himself rather than her. But it seems to me that sometimes she was just uncomfortable with his actions. But I think a lot of the times, Nikki's intimate interactions with a woman was non-consensual. I remember them flirting in the half of the first half of the reading, but in the second half, it just looks like straight up sexual harassment, in my opinion, or not. But moving on to vocabulary. From this quote, he winced from the woman's vehemence, but inside him spread a king of perverse blankness. On pages 229 to 223. The word vehemence means the forceful expression of strong feelings. And for this third section, I want to present a question from a quote that I found. When I was reading the quote on 100, on page 190, she, she always used to save water for washing him, even at the expense of the laundry. So I had a question. Is human connection more valuable than resources? I think so, because it's more important to have a dual dynamics than to have a singular access to resources without help. My line of reasoning is that Nikki wouldn't have survived without the woman's knowledge, and Nikki helped the woman with the chores, so they have that mutual relationship. Um, Nikki shows that in that feeling of dependency towards a woman. For example, on page 186, he says he wondered where the woman was awake yet. He also wondered what kind of reaction she would have when she did wake awake and realized that he was not there. So he is still emotionally attached to the woman, even though he is trying to escape the dunes. I think it highlights the fact that I think it highlights the fact that they need to the need to connect to another one of our species is strong in human nature, and in my opinion, the need to satisfy himself emotionally or sexually should not come in front of basic resources, but according to the reading, it does. So, let me know what you guys think of this question.